All right, welcome everyone to our Sisterhood of the Rose Goddess Circle tonight. And I am Laura Hosford. I am your host, and my good friend Jean Adrienne is your other host for tonight. You'll see Jean up there. So welcome to our Sunday night prayer meditation. We do meet weekly here globally online. And welcome if this is your first time to our prayer circle. So just sit back and relax, and we're going to get going now. This is just myself and Jean, and this is our information here. You can find out more about us there at laurahosford.com, or you can go to Jean's website, jeanadrienne.com, to learn more about us. And welcome, welcome. Tonight, our prayer circle is with our beautiful goddess tonight, Quan Yin. And I just love Quan Yin. I love working with Quan Yin. She's just a beautiful, beautiful soul. And I really felt like tonight she wanted to come in and connect with us because of everything that's going on in the world tonight and today. There's a lot of opportunity for us to dive more deeply into compassion for ourselves, compassion for everything that's happening here on the earth, because we certainly all are being impacted in various ways through this time. So to get started now, I am going to go ahead and play my bowl, and you can just bring yourself into a heart resonance, dropping your energy down from your head to your heart. You can, any other practice you want to do, or however you do that. One way you can do that is just bring your hand and rest it gently on your heart and begin to draw the energy in, and also with the breath. So we'll get started that way, and then we'll move into the prayer meditation. And so just taking a moment now to continue to breathe in very deeply, closing your eyes. And now just coming together in this beautiful sacred circle, let's first set your intention now to draw in with the intention of connecting in with your beautiful divine mind, your beautiful divine heart, and the beautiful divine will. And as we come together and bring in these important divine centers into alignment, we can move into deep healing and transformation in our physical, our mental, our emotional, and our spiritual bodies of light. And so just taking a moment now to set your intention to join with our beautiful sacred circle of light, to co-create a container of the highest frequencies of love and light to support every heart's intention for their highest good to be made manifest upon our new earth. And now just take a moment to pause here, setting your own personal intention for tonight, what you would like to personally receive through our prayer circle, our healing, and our meditation time. And we acknowledge the power of when two or more people share space together with a unified intention for the highest good to manifest. We co-create powerful shifts of healing and transformation together. When one person makes a shift, we can all receive the opportunity for this shift and healing. And if you'd like to participate, just say yes. And now I'd like to go ahead and open up our beautiful sacred circle to all of the beings of love, light, and service to come and join us now as we begin to bring and begin to feel and connect first with the energies of beautiful Saint Germain, who is now bringing in the beautiful violet light, the violet field, the violet ray. This energy begins to move down through your crown, down through your chakras. It begins to move down and through all the cells of your body. As it moves in and through, you begin to feel the beautiful energy of Quan Yin now moving in and through our circle. You begin to feel her beautiful waters of compassion beginning to move fluidly through all of your body, beginning to move in and through the circles, swirls and swirls and swirls of all this healing, transformative light is now moving in and around us. I'd also like to invite in other beautiful ascended masters, including Mother Mary and Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, to join us, as well as lots of other beautiful sisters and brothers here of our divine ascended master family. Also inviting in as well our angels and our archangels, our galactic star families, the Council of 21, and many other star races who are now joining in our circle. And the circle is now opening up to a beautiful new frequency of love and light that's beginning to now flow down in the center of your own beautiful heart space. Begin to bring your focus inward into the middle of your heart. Begin to see a beautiful golden door opening now. You begin to step through that door into the beautiful space of your sacred heart. As you do, you begin to see new frequencies of love and light now coming in from the highest realms, coming in from the galactic core center of the universe. Just breathe and pause and open to receive the healing, the light, and the transformation. Because truly, it's as simple as saying yes. Yes to receiving more light. Yes to being the anchor of more light. Yes to releasing and letting go of your past. Yes to receiving the birthright of your own beautiful, sovereign, authentic self and operating from your own angelic goddess self. And now let's just pause and take a moment, and opening that beautiful crown chakra, begin to let this light begin to flood in to your chakras, to your nadis, to everywhere in your body, down your sushumna, moving out into every cell and every space in between from head to toe. Begin to feel a beautiful platform of light now forming below your feet. This platform of light now hooks into your Earth Star chakra. And then coming back to the sacral chakra, begin to open up and send down this beautiful wave of light streaming down the front of your spine. And that light now begins to connect and move all the way down to the Earth Star chakra, deep into the center of Mother Earth, into her core. And you begin to now just move yourself into connecting with that new crystalline grid that surrounds the new Earth. As you begin to do that, you begin to open up the foot chakras and you feel the beautiful, loving energy of Mother Gaia now flowing up your feet and up your legs, moving up into the first chakra, the second chakra, now coming up into the solar plexus and into the heart, moving up into the fifth chakra, your sixth chakra, opening your third eye, moving into the pineal and through the crown chakra, and now beginning to take that light on up into the upper chakras, meeting with your higher self, now merging as one with the higher self, and now beginning to move up higher and higher through dark lights and bright lights, through dark lights and bright lights, Now moving through the foggy mist of the sixth plane of the divine laws, now moving up into the highest plane of all, the seventh plane of all creation, and now connecting with the highest, brightest light that you can connect with. As you begin to connect with the light of your own I am presence and soul, begin to beam this light out in all directions. You begin to feel the unity and the compassion of your soul. You begin to open to new ways of being free and seeing that you truly are unlimited. You truly can create what you want to create. Begin to feel this freedom now flowing in and through you. Begin to ask your higher self to activate these freedom codes, these crystalline codes in your physical world, in your physical manifestation. And now begin to ride the energy back down and feel the energy expanding out throughout your body and being, bringing yourself back into the heart, into that sacred heart space of your core star. Begin to move into that beautiful space of the 0 point field in the present moment. And as you do now, I'm going to bring in the energy of Quan Yin, starting with first a message that she brought to me a few months ago. And this message had to do with anchoring the light. As light workers and star seeds, energy workers and empaths, we are here to anchor the light. And Quan Yin shared with me this message. Call upon me now to activate your sovereign divinity, your truth, your real identity, your angelic goddess self. Release your mask of sorrow and mundaneness. Wake up to the light of your soul. Your true radiant nature calls you home. Activate your full potential now. There is no reason to wait. You do not need permission to rise. I am Quan Yin. I lived among your people many moons ago. I know the hardship and suffering you endure, which is now coming to an end. The great mother's love returns to embrace you in a robe of shimmering light that warms your heart and deepens your breath into the fullness of life. Awaken your mind to hear her call. She beckons you into her great stillness and ocean of love. Open your arms wide to receive her grace that falls upon your humanness like stardust of your mother's milk. It feeds your celestial soul with her loving grace. Embrace me now, O child of the universe. My blood is your blood. My heart is your heart. My soul is your soul. Our hearts beat as one unified soul. Can you feel it? Can you hear it? The waves crashing upon your shores, the ebb and flow of the mother's heart flows within your every cell, your quantum light, your cosmic soul. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the brightest of them all? You are. Blinded by your light, O radiant soul, your diamond heart shines forth, transforming the darkness to become one unified light. Come and walk beside me now, and I will show you the way home to the chrysalis. Your planet extraordinaire, your new home awaits. Like a tiny dancer, you make your way across the stars, spreading your light along the way, illuminating your angelic goddess self. Great potential into the light of a new dawn unfolding. Golden child of the universe, rise and take your seat at the throne of your divine mystery. A great unveiling awaits you, dear one. It is time to see your true angelic self, to unravel your deepest mystery and embrace your divine wholeness now. Rise and take my hand, and I will show you the way. Don't look back. Keep your eyes forward on the new golden path of your bright destiny. Walk bravely with conviction in your heart and peace in your mind. May you be forever and eternally free to fly your way through heaven's gate. Your beloved sister, Quan Yin. And so let's just take a moment, everyone, to just take a few deep breaths. And now bring to mind in this moment, just connecting with the energies that are now flowing in from Quan Yin as she begins to encircle and enfold you. She begins to shine her light around you. And now bring to mind anything that's within your heart, anything within your heart that is something that you would like to let go of, that you would like to release. Perhaps it's something that you have been working on for a while, something that you would like to forgive, forgiveness of something for yourself or someone else. Perhaps there's some judgment hovering around that you'd like to release, or resentment or unkindness. Whatever it is, begin to just ask your higher self, to invite your higher self to now bring it to the forefront of your mind, and bringing your hand to your heart. And as we do, I'm going to play this healing light language for you. A forgiveness process with Quan Yin. Use this process when you need to release judgment or seek forgiveness, and release any accompanying emotions of shame or guilt for yourself, others, a situation, or an event that's coming up from the past or the present. We will now begin by first setting up our sacred circle of light. Begin by finding yourself in a safe and comfortable position. Begin to relax your body as you begin to connect in with your own breath, inviting in the energies of the Holy Spirit through our own breath. And now connecting in and inviting the energies of Divine Mother and Divine Father to embrace us. We come together with our own I am that I am presence. We now begin by inviting in the highest forces of love and light. We invite in the archangels and our guardian angels, the Council of Light, our ascended masters, our teachers and our loved ones and galactic star families, to join with us in setting up this sacred circle of light for co-creation for our highest good and the highest good of all. And now placing your hands over your heart and saying these words out loud. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am.
feeling a white crystalline ball of light now burst up your spine, out the top of your head, connecting to the highest point of light with the seventh plane of all that is. And now connecting in with the beautiful golden diamond light of your own I Am presence. Begin to bring this presence back down through the top of your head, now activating your pineal chakra in higher mind of God. And now bringing the energy down into your throat chakra, now activating your divine will of pure intention to align with the will of heaven. And then continue to bring this beautiful golden diamond light down into your high heart, now activating your purity of heart or your Christed heart. And now setting your intention, I now release all that is blocking my highest good. I activate and understand all that I need to move forward on my highest path to live with purity of heart, purity of intention, for the highest good of all with grace and ease. And now just beginning to connect in with the energies of Quan Yin. As you begin to invite her in to surround the outer edges of your own aura, allowing this chant to support the energy flow to come in and surround you. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Now you feel the energy clearing and preparing the way as you now are connected with the beautiful energies of Quan Yin. You invite her to wrap you in her arms of compassion for every part of your beautiful existence. As you do, you begin to reflect on the situation that's coming up that includes some energy of judgment, or perhaps an area that you are not able to obtain forgiveness for yourself or others. Bring that situation to mind. Now begin to get in touch with the deep emotions that are wanting to arise for healing and transformation. Now begin to breathe Quan Yin as you acknowledge and open to receive her energy of compassion and mercy. You begin to receive these great blessings as they start to begin to come down, opening your crown chakra, your lotus flower begins to open as pure violet light now flows down from the crown into your body and being. You begin to soak up the transforming energy of forgiveness into every part of your existence, which has been blessed with pure love. You open and receive these streams of violet light as it enters the halls of your physical body. It permeates into the very fiber of your beingness on the levels of your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, and physical bodies of light. Now releasing all judgment and unforgiveness, freeing your soul of all tombs of imprisonment. You now begin to breathe in this energy of freedom as the doors to your soul unlock. Streams of higher light begin to pour through you, elevating your consciousness into new ways of perceiving and living as an ascended being of light. Now you see yourself walking in a new state of compassion and love. Your elevated state brings deep healing and forgiveness for every facet of your soul's existence. Your soul is now free from the imprisonment of judgment and non-forgiveness. Shame and guilt can never trap you again as you gently release it all into the waters of deep compassion. Quan Yin sweeps you in her embrace of gentleness and strength, weaving into your very soul deep happiness and joy now return. Your suffering is over and your pain is gone. Your glory is ever present, like the sun shines on. And you begin to whisper inside and hear the voice of freedom arising. I am free. I am free. I am free. So be it, and so it is. Amen. 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 And now breathing in a deep, deep breath of gratitude and appreciation for these loving energies. And now continuing to stay focused within your heart space and now receive this loving, healing energy from Quan Yin of a light language transmission.
Again, with letting all of that sound just for a moment move in and through you. Just washing away all of those energies of denseness. Taking a deep breath in, letting the sounds carry it away. And we're just taking a moment here to pause and to thank Quan Yin for that beautiful healing message and beautiful light language. Just breathing that in, just letting it all settle. Making any notes on anything that came through, any messages or any shifts or anything that you're noticing. And how you're feeling now. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over to Jean, who's going to take us to the next part of our call tonight.
Thank you, Laura, and thank you all. So what I wanted to do for the next piece of this call is to do some DNA activations. I pulled 6 DNA activation cards from my deck called Reconnecting Soul. The background on this, for those of you who don't know me or don't know about these cards, is that many years ago, my guides came to me and they said that at some point in the evolution of the human species, we had not 2 strands of DNA, but 144 strands of DNA. And that we lovingly gave DNA material to a galactic civilization that was dying. They had rendered themselves sterile through technology, and they were looking, they went through all the universes and they traveled all the galaxies, and they found a civilization on the blue planet, the Garden of Eden, that had 142 DNA strands, and they knew that that would be enough genetic material for us to survive and for them to heal. And so they worked with us. How, I don't know, but by the time they left, we only had 2 strands of DNA. What we didn't realize was that associated with each strand of DNA was an attribute of Christ consciousness. And so we sort of gave away our gifts when we gave away our genetic material. And my guide said that now, as we're moving into these higher levels of consciousness on the planet, it's time for us to regain what we gave away, because there is no loss in divine plan. So all you have to do is ask and intend, and you can have it all back. So they told me that I was to draw 142 glyphs or pictures that each would hold the frequency of a latent strand of DNA. And so what I've done tonight is I've pulled 6 of those. I've chosen them specifically for our circle tonight. And we're going to go through them. I'll show them all to you and explain them, and then we'll activate all 6 at once. So the first one is this one. This is the symbol and the energy of the DNA strand of service. You're here to be in service to the one. And this involves serving yourself as well. So all is now in balance, and you can clearly see what your piece is in the divine plan. This is service. This one is stillness. From the stillness, truth originates. This activation returns you to that place of oneness, free from all noisy interference, so that you can now hear the still, small voice. This one is the DNA strand of transfiguration. You're now undergoing a complete transformation into a fully crystalline form. You are the new species of human being. Congratulations. The DNA strand of truth. This is your I am presence and the definition of your divinity. And with this activation, you are safe and protected because of who you are. Union. You are one with all that is. This attribute allows you to remember and to feel that connection. And finally, immortality. When this attribute is activated tonight, you will no longer feel the need to age, to attract disease, or to die. This is your divine blueprint. So let's now allow and invite all of our higher selves to work with the energetic fields and the guides to activate the vibrations of immortality, union, truth, transfiguration, stillness, and service in our divine lines. Same with our bodies and same with our teams. And I ask that this activation take place now. And it is done. And I ask that all of our reference points are updated. I ask that all of our grids are updated. I ask for a balancing and a stabilization of all of our fields and all systems, levels, and components of our being. And I ask that we're all wrapped in sheets of rainbow light, gently sealing this work in to whatever degree is appropriate for our spiritual evolutionary states. So be it, so it is. Aho. And I'm complete.
Thank you, Jean. That was awesome. That was really amazing. Thank you for sharing those beautiful cards from your card deck. And I could really feel that was very powerful.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to, before we end the call, I wanted to share this beautiful card that I have from the Divine Feminine deck of Quan Yin, who is the goddess of compassion, who came forth tonight in such a beautiful way. And she leaves this sort of gold nugget with us. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. Curiosity breeds compassion. And I recognize suffering in order to release it. And I just thought, wow, you know, how powerful is that for the times that we're in now? Because I think we all could use more compassion in our life for the suffering that we all still may be experiencing or have experienced in the past, or is still going on with our family, our friends, and the world today. And so Quan Yin reminds us that she is about deep medicine that comes simply from being willing to bear witness to someone else's pain. We are the witness observers. To really listen, we have to move from the ego to the soul, so that the story that we are listening to doesn't become about us or trigger us anymore. This also applies to the moments when we are listening to the story we tell ourselves about who we are. We are often far harsher and less forgiving to ourselves than we would ever be to someone else. Quan Yin suggests that we listen simply with curiosity. Curiosity allows us to detach from needing to take the suffering of someone we love personally. Curiosity is a door that leads to compassion. It frees us from feeling as though we have to react to what we hear or defend and explain our part in their suffering. We can just perceive the pain that they are in, or we can finally hear our own cries of despair and not seek to judge or justify them. We can just be present to what needs to be heard. Quan Yin is the powerful energy of giving witness to our own or someone else's suffering. Often, just a calm, abiding presence of compassion is all that is needed to transform that suffering into clear light. And so, what pain or suffering can I listen to now with curiosity is the question, and the perhaps you'd like to go and pray or meditate on or contemplate on, perhaps for yourself and your loved ones and your friends. And again, Quan Yin reminds us, I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. What a powerful message, I think, for today. And just want to take a moment to really let that message sink in to our hearts, our minds, our souls, and our bodies. As we bring this prayer circle to close tonight, what can we do in the world to be a witness observer to others' pain and suffering so that it can be recognized, just recognized and observed, so then it can be transmuted back into the clear light of love. And perhaps you need that for yourself, and perhaps you need it for your family, your friends, or others. We can certainly hold that space tonight for the world that is going through great changes, and many are suffering without understanding. And so we can be that beautiful, radiant light, just to be there, holding hands in the circle around the globe. Begin to tap into this beautiful hologram of light that we co-create each week here in the Sisterhood. We remember the goddess, and we remember that our true source is that of the light of the goddess, who is in all living things, all living people, everywhere. And we ask that we can be here to witness the anchoring of the light of the goddess and her return to help this earth and our beautiful humanity, and for everything to begin to experience oneness and truth and love and peace, and that all pain and suffering will end. And so it is. Amen. So I'll just ask everyone to please take your energy back. I'll bring my energy back to me, resetting healthy boundaries, and asking our chakras be recalibrated, our energy bodies be reset. And we'll all just take a moment now to just thank all the beautiful beings, especially our beautiful goddess Quan Yin, for the healing tonight, the words of wisdom that she brought forward, our beautiful Saint Germain, and all of our beautiful ascended sisters and brothers, our angels and archangels, our beautiful families of light, and all the other beings of light who are here to witness and to hold this beautiful loving space and high vibration for us tonight. And just remember, you can come back to this circle at any time and reconnect with our beautiful hologram of light. You can tap in and you can call on the light to come and to bring you what you need, and it will. And so taking a moment now just to thank Jean and her beautiful process of anchoring in and activating our DNA. And for each of you tonight for coming and joining our circle tonight. Thank you for your time, your love, your wisdom, your contribution. And with that, I will just bring this prayer circle to a close. Namaste and blessings to everyone, sending you all much great love and light. And thank you for being with us. And we'll post the replay for you so that you can come back and listen to this. And if you've enjoyed it, we would love for you to share it with your friends and your family, whoever you feel like may need some extra support during this time. And if you would like to join the Sisterhood of the Rose, the Atlanta Sisterhood of the Rose, I'll put that link in the chat box, and it will be on the link in the YouTube replay as well. We'd love to have you, and that way you'll receive all notifications, and you can invite your friends and family. All right, Jean, did you have any closing?
Somebody put in the chat room that they wanted to know if you would please show the card that you were reading from.
Oh, yes, let me do that now. Absolutely. Yes, this is the beautiful card of Quan Yin.
Yeah.
And again, this is from a deck I really love, the Divine Feminine Oracle Guidebook here by Megan Watterson. So it's from her guidebook, and it's a beautiful, beautiful deck. So have fun with it. And again, all right, thank you everyone for joining us, sending you lots of love and blessings and namaste. And I'll go ahead and close the circle.